And getting the start for Arizona, Merrill Kelly. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike two. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Here in Phoenix, and just getting settled into this one.
Ball, that's inside. Ball.
Check swing, but he went too far. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. 2 out, space is empty. Ian Happ up to hit.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That misses.
Ball, that's in.
Ball 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here at Chase Field, and on the hill for the Cubs, Matthew Boyd. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
So a man on base to start the inning. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. In the dirt. And the 1-0. That one fouled off. The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground. And it gets by him. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. The throw is late, and now they have runners at the corners.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
Outside.
The 1-2. In the air, left field. Happ on his horse. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is a big first out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. On the ground to third. To Horner at second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Seiya Suzuki. Stays alive.
Ball, that's just out.
That's
That's
inside.
off the plate. Ball 2.
Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. 2-2 now. Ground ball left side,
foul
and that's just foul. In the air, left field. Gurriel on the move. Brings it in, and there's one down. So up next for Chicago, Michael Busch.
Ball in.
Second inning here, no score. This one in the air, center field. Thomas settles under it. 2 down. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Aye. Off the plate, ball 1. Nope.
That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Swanson digs in. On the ground to short, Perdomo. They get the force, and that is that. Back here in the desert, bottom half of inning number 2, Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Smash down the left field line. That's down. One hops off the wall. Moreno around third. The relay to the plate. The tag out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a pop-up. 2 down. Alek Thomas now. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
Well, sometimes as a left-handed hitter, you know you're going to see at least 1 or 2 breaking balls in the at-bat, so why not go up there ready to hit that first one? Just couldn't barrel that one up.
Man at second.
Ball, that's out.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that'll do it. On to the third inning. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros. Pulls that one foul.
Nope, that's a ball.
Breaking
Ball
ball
two.
misses down and away. To the right side. And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Carson Kelly now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Ball, that's out.
Top of the third, no score. In the dirt. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that
Yep,
double
that
play.
ball went out.
And that's off the outside edge. 3-2 now. Popped up first base side. Oh, nice lunging grab. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Crow Armstrong checks his swing, appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there.
Hey.
That one the other way. Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. Here's Nico Horner. Just
That's
missed.
outside. Ball, inside.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Off the mark there. 3-1 now. And ball four, two aboard. First and second, 2 outs. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Into center. And that's a base hit. 1 runs in. Thomas quickly gets it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Runner takes off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. To first, it short hops it, but a nice pick for out number 3. Back here at Chase Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
You know, these D-backs definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Geraldo Perdomo digs in now. Here's a tapper towards short. Swanson fires over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here's Ketel Marte. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Marte starting up the middle at second, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
2-2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strike. Back here in the desert, leading off, Michael Bush.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Ball one.
Popped up. Vargas takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's Alex Bregman. Walked his first time.
Hey.
Swing and a ground ball. Gloves it on the dive. The throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline. Beat the throw pretty easily.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Gurriel under it. And there's two away. Moises Ballesteros now at the plate. Single to right at his first trip. Check swing. He went. Strike one. Rip to right. Reaching down, makes the catch. Ready to go, bottom four. This is Corbin Carroll. Boy, back to work. Late on that fastball. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Pitch out, but no action.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That's ripped into the outfield. And it's into the gap. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. Line to right, base hit. In from third is the tying run.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
Oh, now this one gets way at the plate. And the runner stays where he is. The 0-1. On a line. And foul ball. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Grabs it right up against the wall. Back here at Chase Field, now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The throw to first, one away here in the fifth. Back to the top of the lineup, and up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one ripped right center field, carrying well. And that one is into the pool and gone. He flexes his power with that swing. So here's Horner now. Up the middle. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Runner on at first with one gone. Ian Happ getting ready to. Horner on the go. Up the middle. One at second. Double play. What a clean. Back here in the desert, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Alek Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Puts a bunt down. In time to Bush, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the third baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. And a foul ball. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5.
Nope, that's inside.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. Bregman to first. 2 away. Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 2. That's a base hit. And Ketel Marte with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Marte in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Here goes the runner. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Perdomo off of first with 2 away. Cut on and missed. And it's a strikeout. And top 6. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1. Gets him to chase after that one. In the air, right field. And there's one down. Now here is Michael Bush.
First baseman, Michael Bush.
Inside.
That's inside.
And that is ball 1. Foul ball. And a 1-2. This one in the air center field. Thomas has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. And now it's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
That's out.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Base knock right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back singles. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to...
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ballesteros in the box now. Takes strike 1. To the right side. And that chance handled. They take the force out, and that's the inning. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Corbin Carroll digs in now.
Outside, that's
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Crow Armstrong gets under it. And there's one down. Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. And there's a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Just misses. Now 1-2. That's a little bit low. The Cubbies leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That one inside, and the count's full. This to third, Bregman. Tosses across to first. 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. On the ground to the left. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. That one hooked foul. The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That's a ball.
Got him swinging. So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's already homered here in this one.
Hey.
That one finds the corner. And the count is 0-2.
Ball.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. So digging in, Nico Horner. And that one fouled off. On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. They don't come much closer. Back here at Chase Field. Set for the last half of the set. Jacob Webb gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Torey Lovullo making a move for a new bat. Adrian Del Castillo looking to start something with one gone. On the ground, right side. The tag, and he's out. Here's the center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Ball, that's low.
And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong settles underneath it. And that is that. Back here in the desert, ready to begin the eighth. Ian Happ now at the plate. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Paul Sewald.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 0-1 down. Fastball for a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the air, right field. Carroll on his way over. He's got it. One away. One out man at first. Michael Busch. Then to hit. Now a quick throw to first. Back in there standing. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Gurriel on the move. And there's two down. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman. In the dirt. Quick move to first. Back in on a dive. Half the runner at first with two gone. Going to count 1-2.
That's a ball.
Runner on the go. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next pitch misses. Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Checks over to first. Back safely. And that's disengagement number 2. Payoff pitch. That to right. Carroll settles underneath it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 8th. In number 6. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Aye. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, left field, down the line. And he dropped it. So that's a foul ball, and he gets another chance at the plate.
That's ball 2.
Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Line drive, that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Missed with a changeup. Yeah, that's ball 2. The Diamondbacks with the go-ahead run at the plate. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. 2-2 now. Runner on the go. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Popped up. Bregman under it. Takes it in for the out. So up next. Corbin Carroll. Caleb Thielbar takes over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late.
Runner takes off. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. So the tying run at second. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Just missed.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Swings and misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next one just misses. And it's 3-2. This one in the air center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at Chase Field. All set to start the 9th in this one. Dansby.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 22, Joe Ross.
Ball inside.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Off balance throw in time. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
For the Cubs,
Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Ross, a 6'4" righty, 245 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2011. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2. He hauls it in, 2 away. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Daniel Palencia on to try and close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
D-backs making a move for a pinch hitter, Hayden Smith.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
One-run game, bottom 9.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. And he spits on that one.
The 2-1. Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
That one at triple digits.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double. So digging in, Gabriel Moreno. Trying to move him over here. Corner. Here's Gurriel, 1 for 3.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move, and he lays one down the left side. Bregman. Now the throw to first on the run, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Can't handle an up and in fastball much better than that. I think he had to be sitting on something similar because it's very tough to adjust to a pitch like that if you're not looking for it.
Del Castillo at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The winning run on second base.
Ball, that's
a
off the plate.
strikeout, and you need a ball. Perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. And downstairs. Three-two now.
At risk of walking in a big run here, and these fans really letting him hear it as well.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit, 1 run is in. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Diamondbacks walk it off and win it 3-2.
In this situation, this guy's looking to put the ball in play and find a hole somewhere. Well, he did exactly that. Drives into a very cool walk-off win.
The final score. score.